Hey everyone, welcome back to Sword of Mana. In the last episode, we got to the Kingdom of Lorimar, but we found out that there was absolutely no way off the island that we're on, which led to my eventual, although off-screen, insanity. But, as with most things, insanity eventually got boring, so I went sane again. And now I'm here, and we're gonna do some recording at 1 in the morning. How's that sound? Sounds like a plan to me. I'm still full of energy, which is odd because I don't drink coffee. Well, anyway, we're gonna see if we can find a way to get the professor unfrozen here. Easier said than done, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Wow, 108 damage. Look at that. See, the thing with the two wisps is that, like I said, it does increase your damage output, but it also doubles the window that you can of the damage window that you do, so it's kind of a little bit of a difficult thing to tell whether or not it's worth using. But, I'll use it if I really feel the need to, and if I can actually hit the enemies that I'm trying to snipe. So we're in the snowfield right now. A couple of new enemies here. We've got the snowy Raybites, which are just Raybites, pretty much, the rip-offs, with, well, a snowy outlook on them. They aren't... I don't think they're particularly weak to anything. I think they might be weak to Salamander. Actually, you know what? Let's check. Let's check right now. Let's see if they're relatively close to the top of the thing here, or if they're pretty far up, down, or up, down the list. Like the Raybillions there. There's Snowy Raybite. Oh, they're weak to Jinn. Well, Salamander does decent damage to them, but anything will do, really. They're Raybites, so go figure. Something you might want to watch out for is that if it's Undine Day, you can run into the Water Cyclops in one of these areas. I forget which one it is, but it's somewhere in here, so you'll want to, you know, keep your eye out for that. So anyway, it is Friday when I'm recording this. It's the... Whoa, really slipping and sliding here. That's something else you can do here, is that you slide around on the ice a lot, which is fun, but not for casters. It's cool for melee characters, because then you can do the Duke's Death Blow with the sword while you're on this, and you slide even farther than normal. But anyway, it is Friday when I'm recording this. I just got through my first week back of school. Yeah, I know, all you kids out there that are in high school that are watching me are probably like, how did you end up getting a schedule like that, where you don't go back to school until after Martin Luther King Day? It's college. But trust me, the cons can outweigh the pros in college. It really depends on how much work you get yourself involved in and all of that stuff. But yeah, I got my first week done of school this week. I actually had to drop a class because I was taking too much stuff. Might not have been taking too much stuff, but you know, with the whole raise thing going on at the job, I kind of wanted to have some time to not only go to school but also earn some money on the side, especially before tuition hikes again next year. That's gonna be terrible. Like, I really think that they don't need to raise tuition again, because they already raised tuition in our state. But the university that I go to, I won't say any names so I don't get in trouble. University that I go to, instead of raising tuition, they actually didn't raise tuition. They said that they weren't going to raise tuition. But what they did instead is they raised everything else. Like, literally, I had to rent my books this semester. Well, the books that I could rent, I had to rent this semester. And I still ended up paying like $260 for like 3 books, which was ridiculous, considering I got my first semester before the tuition raising. I got my books for much lower than that. Oh, looks like we made it to the castle. Not much lower than $260, but a much lower rate of money than $260. I got them for like, I had like 8 books or something ridiculous like that, and they had all the access codes to our online labs and everything, and I got it all for less than $500, which was pretty nice. So it's quiet. Too quiet. I like the scenery here, but whoa, ominous music. Let's check it out here. Hey, wait a minute. Everyone here is frozen too! Well, how are we supposed to know how to get the Sword of Mana if everyone here is frozen? And the doors are locked. Great. This is a very somber scene, not only for them, but for the fact that what are we supposed to do to get the Sword of Mana? Well, this is the only door left, so let's take a look around here. Wow. What a tragic scene this must have been. I wonder how they all got frozen like this. Somebody didn't pay the heating bill, apparently. Hey, wait a minute. That guy's blood hasn't frozen over yet. Apparently, it's been quite a while. You haven't shaved in a fairly long time, sir. Though, yeah, we kind of could tell from the text box, but Everyone else is out of their mind. Please leave a message after the tone. The destitute kingdom of Lorimar. Boy, and here I thought that the Grand's realm was pretty bad off. The kingdom of Lorimar doesn't look much better. Well, technically, has cryogenics advanced enough to the point where we can actually unfreeze somebody and they won't be dead? Because I'm fairly certain the last I checked, we can't unfreeze people yet. So, yeah, really. Hey, wait a minute. She looks familiar. Marley! How did you get off the airship? Well, I suppose that's not important. Huh. Wow, what a jerk. A mana-powered spirit, huh? Well, that's not good. Well, why did he do that? You know, you got a lot of explaining to do, King. Because this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And the people remained blissfully unaware of the circumstances. Gee. This reminds me of a lot of the games in the Tales series, specifically Tales of the Abyss, which I've been watching a playthrough of recently. Blindly following the orders of their king, just like blindly following something else in Tales of the Abyss, but not important. Right now what's important is attempting to get these people unfrozen. There's always a choice, King Lorimar. It's good or evil. There's in between, but we won't go there for today. Why did you need the spirit in the first place? Were you being, like, attacked by bandits or something? No, it was the abominable snowman! No, probably not. Yeah, seriously. She's telling the truth, man! You can't handle the truth! I haven't heard enough from Marley. I never get tired of listening to Marley. Wait. You sacrificed your son to that thing? Cold-hearted bastard. And that's all you have to say for yourself. Oh, boy. Marley, were you, like, a resident here at some point? Dude, if you're that constipated, go to the bathroom. Get out of here. Oh, apparently she was a resident of Lorimar at one point or another. Well, I'm sorry that the land ended up this bad, Marley, but is there anything we can do to help? No, we don't want to leave this a destitute ruin of a former kingdom. That would be against my nature as the main character. Oh, now you recognize us. Well, thanks, same to you. We won't... I don't think they ever explain how she got off the airship, but, yeah, you could say that, Willie. Oh, right. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? Wait, you left him? Huh. Well, that's weird. Well, then why did he even start? I guess he wasn't as bad as we originally thought he was, huh? I didn't attack him. He attacked me. I defended myself. It's kind of the whole polar opposite thing there. It's like you're worried, but you're also relieved. It's like you're worried about the person that you've been... Whoops, I just punched the mic again. Sorry. You're worried about the person that you've been protecting your whole life and serving, but you're also relieved that someone did something about him before he got so out of control that the world paid for it. Okay. Well, we don't mean you any harm either, Marley, but, I mean, even if we were to quarrel, that wouldn't be important at this point. What's important right now is getting the Kingdom of Lorimar back to its former state. Screw the Sword of Mana, that can wait. No, that's not what we're gonna do. Like I said, it would be against my nature here. Then again, I mean, if you guys do have directions to Subsea Volcano, that would be helpful after we restore the kingdom. Finally! Some straightforward direction in this game. What a concept! Could you have done that for the Kingdom of Lorimar game? You would think that they would, but nah. So we have to go to Rocky Wilds in order to get to the Subsea Volcano. There are several dungeons lying in our way, though. Well, yeah, we experienced that for ourselves when we saw that the professor was frozen. Like a popsicle! Reminds me of when I was outside earlier. I was walking home, and because I went to my house, my old house, like where my parents live, and so I was walking to my car, and I actually had like water on my whiskers for my beard, because my beard is right now very well overgrown at this point. I gotta shave at some point. But important thing is that I had some water on my beard. I forget from where, but by the time I got to my car, which was right outside of my parents' house, it was so cold outside that the water had actually frozen on my whiskers. It was really cold outside tonight. But yeah, if the armory is having some problems, does that mean that there's no way to get the Subsea Volcano at this point? There's always a plan B. Malorus, huh? You mean Marlith? I would think that's what they mean. They're probably referencing Marlith, as in like, or is it Marilith? I don't know. Anyway, we have to defeat Malorus because... Oh, it's a guy in this game? Huh. Well, anyway, we have to defeat Malorus because that's the only way to save the Kingdom of Lorimar. And, apparently, that's also the only way for us to get to Rocky Wilds, which we need to get to, so... I'm not just gonna stand here and wait around. We have work to do. Well, yeah. I mean, we were determined to stop Dark Lord, so we're not gonna let a little evil spirit stop us from getting the Sword of Mana now. Oh yeah, I remember Calapeaks. Who was it that was talking about Calapeaks? Lester was talking about Calapeaks. He said it was a beautiful place, but I suppose with Malorus, you know, screwing the place up, it probably isn't that beautiful anymore. Oh look, we get the key to Lorimar Castle. Where did you get that, Marley? Attention passengers, this is your captain speaking. You are now free to move about the castle. Thanks for that, Marley. I guess we couldn't have gotten out of here without you. I mean, I didn't see a back door anyplace in here. Can you tell? Well, yeah. I mean, considering the world's in imminent peril, we don't have time to be looking back now. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Marley. We'll see what we can do about this country. I mean, we can't just leave them like this. Whether or not we wanted to, because we have to, you know, get out of here and get to Rocky Wilds. Okay, let's unlock this door. I'm not going to do any exploring right now. I'm just going to actually get through the Cala Peaks first before I go and do any exploring, because everyone in the castle except for Marley and the king are actually frozen, so there's no real point in exploring the castle until you defeat Malorus. So let's head up to Cala Peaks and defeat Malorus. It's pretty simple. Man, this place is, you know, it's kind of creepy. I mean, with all the ice statues and everything. I would imagine that if you were to come across this place and you'd see like the people frozen in a state of panic while the castle, you know, while the castle froze over, it would kind of scare the daylights out of me, at least for a little while.